Hey, it's Matt from the Grain Arcade, back playing some more Farming Simulator 15 here at Westbridge Hills. We just finished up with our harvest there for canola, if you saw the previous episode. And what we're going to do, we're going to dump this trailer right about here. And I'm going to dump this weight off somewhere here. Maybe just right over here for now. Okay, turn our hazard beacon lights on there. Alright, we're going to be planting. What are we going to be planting today? Let's see. We ended up with 51,000 liters of canola. We've got 74,000 of wheat. I think we should do more canola. So let's do that. And we had this little area of the field over by the barn that I was going to grass in, but I think that the mistake I made earlier, I started the combine at the top end of the field up there. So we're going to do this one more time without grassing it in, and we're going to see if we can get it to work right this time, because I remember seeing this. I remember seeding this the first time. Why am I on 6 miles an hour? Oh. I was offloading him last time, that's why. Alright, let's take it back up to 21. Or not 21, 32. 31. How fast does this go? 32. Let's try that. I'm just going to stand back and watch him. Okay, he's going the right way now. So, I want to see how this looks if we start him right there without grassing it in, because the combine actually hit just the little edge of the barn here. But like I said, we started him up there at the top of the field instead of starting him down here at the normal start point. So we're going to try it one more time and see if we can make it work. If all else fails, what we could do is we could go ahead and plow this right here just a little more, and just start the combine right here, right beside the barn every time. But what that would mean is we would harvest through the crop first, and then we'd have this little bit over here to harvest too. But if we plow that on up, it would be almost worth it, because eventually we're going to plow this area up right here. We're going to cut this tree and cut these trees down here, and we'll haul them down to the lumber yard and clean them up, and then we're going to plow right. I think I'm just going to go ahead and go right on the edge of this road, or maybe just off the edge. Leave a little bit of grass there, enough, maybe about a tractor's width there, because it gets kind of steep right here in this little bend. So yeah, I'll probably start it right here, probably right about where the tree line is, and go from there. So while he's seeding, and he's doing a pretty good job at it, we are planting canola again. So this combine does not have a hitch on the back of it. That I can tell. Nope, I don't see one. And all we have is this tractor for now, so we can't really do much in lines of the way of another tractor. We really need a second tractor. That should be our next investment. Tell you what, we'll just go ahead and cut these trees while we're waiting. Eventually we'll cut more of these trees. We need to cut this one over here by the sugar beets, but for now we're going to cut these, and then once we get these cut and get the trees cleaned up and get the stumps ground out, we'll plow this up too. Alright, let me Disconnect the cable here because it's making a lot of noise. Alright, there we go. Alright, that's one. Just cut all these here and what we really need is a great demand at the biogas plant. I think I've said that before, but we really do. We really need that. We have silage in the biogas plant. And it is ready to go. Yeah, I discovered on, what is it, Sosnovka, that we can put the whole tree in the logging trailer, but we have a wheel loader on there. I don't know if we can get this small tractor to do that with its front loader. Guess we could try it and see. But yeah, I discovered I can just go ahead and put the whole tree in there. It creates a wide load for sure, but it works, so it's a lot better than cutting it up. If we had the Brooks UN chipper, chipper, stumper all in one. Uh-oh, you know what I just did? I just cut that down in the road there, and I'm blocking traffic now. Well, okay, we're going to do something that's kind of out of the ordinary. We're going to use our combine for something other than harvesting. We're going to use it as a bulldozer. Just need to turn that tree around, point it the other way. Yep, looks like they're stopping up there on both sides. I have to push it from the other side. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I'm just going to have to push it from this side. Do not recommend you try this at home. But hey, it works here. So, sorry guys. Utility crew's working. Oh, excuse me, sir. Well, there's a lot of traffic here at Westbridge today. Alright. Done there. He's still seating. So I'm going to come down. Let me park this harvester. I don't need to drive him around everywhere and waste fuel. I'll go ahead and get some trees out of the way down here too. So the world did not end on July 29th like a lot of people thought. I don't know how many of you heard of that. Some group or people or something were saying the world may end on the 29th. I was like, heard that one before. Alright, disconnect that. I'm just going to leave him parked there. Now this one we're definitely going to cut. I'm going to cut it. Let's cut it this way, because if we cut it that way, we'll block the path there. I think there's more room over here. And I'm going to cut this one back this way. And we'll cut this tree down because we'll actually plow. I don't know. This is the line right here. So yeah, it'll actually be in the way. So let's cut this one here too. Alright. Guess I could go ahead and limb these. That way it'll be easier to put them in the trailer. Oop, I'm gonna cut it. Alright. I may not limb all of these. I may just limb this one. Because this is a lot of work to do. It does make it look cleaner. But to do this on every single one, yeah. No thanks. Got one little limb left up there. Got that. I think that's the last one down there on the end. Come on, here we go. I think that's it. So we got that one all limbed up. They don't really look like much all limbed up, do they? They kind of look like the bare trees you see at like a home store or something like that, the fake ones, you know. Alright, I'm not going to limb up the rest of them. The rest of them I'm just going to haul down there. Alright, let's go sit with our cedar and see how he's doing. He's doing pretty good. And he did get this strip over here this time. If we start him up at the top up there, I think he misses this strip. So maybe the combine will be the same way. Because the combine, he'll start here and come back down here. Right about in here, and then he'll go back up here. He may actually miss a strip here, just a little bit, but we could come back for it if we wanted to. At least he won't hit the barn. That's the problem we had. He was hitting the barn there. Wish we could go inside this thing. On Farm Sim 17 we can. They have the straw sail point there. So we'll be able to do that. Climb our windmill here and watch our cedar go. Wish I could get all the way up on this deck, but we can't. Alright, got a fair vantage point up here. It's not too bad. I think I got up there one time. And I don't know how I did it, but he made it up there somehow. Nice little slow pan here. So yeah, let's talk about purchases. All we've got is field 16. We don't really have a whole lot. We don't have any money. We're actually in the red. We're negative almost $850 now. If we buy any fields, it will likely be a cheap one. I'm thinking either 5 and 6 by the train station, or field 20 and maybe field 19. I don't know. Field 19 is 80,000, I think. Field 20 is 50,000. But field 5 and 6 is 20. I want to say it's 26, 27,000. And field 5 is like 32,000, 34,000, something like that. It's in that range somewhere, in the 30,000 range. So we could get field 5 and 6 for around just a little over 50,000, I think. And the thing about it is we could cut the trees as, you know, as a cash crop. And if you buy field 6, I'll just say, well, you throw in that little wooded area down there south of it. But we could, I mean, I've seen a lot of people get field 17 right next to 16 first. And while that is a goal, I do want to get 17 and 18 and eventually plow them together. There's not a lot of resources for 17, like tree-wise. But there's a lot of resources up around the train station for 5 and for field 6. So I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see when we get there. Yeah, we're negative 1,000 now. So unless we hit a great demand on something that we have a lot of, which would be wheat or canola, we don't have a whole lot of money right now. So may have to run more missions. That's always a possibility, and I could do that off recording or on recording. If you guys want to see me run missions, leave it in the comments down below. But for right now, we're just gonna farm and do our harvest on a routine basis. We've got the cycle going. We're doing another canola right now. We need to get into corn. But that would require another corn seeder and a corn header for the combine. So I think until we hit a great demand to where we can afford something like that, we'll just stick with what we have. We'll do the cycle wheat, barley, and then a canola or maybe 2 canolas in a row since the yield is lower. And just run it like that. And I'd like to wait for the great demands, but if we get to a point where we're over 100,000 and we haven't hit a great demand yet, we may go ahead and just sell in sequence. Sell the wheat, sell the barley, and then sell the canola. That way you can kind of manipulate the market, and the price of canola will go up. I'm not sure why it does that. I don't know if it's because they have so much of one grain and not enough of the other, but it does go up that way. So, but we'll keep on seeding here, and we'll come back to Westbridge and do this canola harvest again and check to make sure that edge over there will work so the hired worker won't hit it. We really need to cut these trees over here, but again, we don't have a wheel loader to get those big oak trees out of the way. So, and we don't really have to cut that until we buy field 18. So, because you can't really, I mean, we've got it plowed up over there all the way to the trees, and there's just a little bit there between that and the road. So until we buy field 18, I guess we'll just leave those trees there for now. Alright, so we'll finish this seeding here and get it fertilized, and we'll start our fast time on the next episode. So until then, remember, you reap what you sow. It's Matt from the Grain Arcade.